Hi guys, so I'm going to go over what we're doing for week 24, day one. Accelerated, I'm going to talk about yours at the very end, so stay tuned. I'm going to start with second, fourth, and seventh hour. So we are currently working through counter arguments and we're working through conclusions. So this is day one, which means that we are making sure that we understand what conclusions are and how to write them and how to include a counter argument. So the first thing I'm going to do is go over that with my students that do that. Okay. You have a new no red ink that is going to be due on Friday of next week. So let's go and get started today. Okay. There's a lot of information we need to do. So it is very important that you come to class on Friday. So we're on week 24, and we're doing day one. Day two will be Friday. Let me repeat. Day two will be Friday. So we did a Jamboard, which is available for you guys on your modules, and that just talked about counter arguments a little bit. So that's something that you need to review. We then talked about a little bit more about body paragraphs, and we talked about conclusions today. No red ink is due next week. So let's look at our slides. This is very important. What will I be grading? Okay, I'll be grading slide number 4, slide number 8, slide 17, 18, and 19, and 24. Okay, so I am grading a total of 6 slides. There we go, 6 slides. Introduction, the claim page, the 3 body paragraphs, and your conclusion. Okay, now, what should be helpful are on the other slides. The reason this entire presentation is 24 slides is that every slide is a resource to help you. Okay, let's look at these. Slide 10 tells you to organize your body paragraphs. I give you sentence starters. I tell you how to include evidence on slide 12. 13 gives you citation examples. 14 gives you commentary sentence starters. You need to use these resources, okay? I will be grading this based off how well you follow directions, how well you organized your paragraphs, based off the structure I put in place. That will be graded for you. This is an assessment grade. This is not going to be a grade that goes into the process. This is a huge chunk. We've been working on this for almost 3 to 4 weeks. It needs to be your best work. An example body paragraph is right here, body paragraph 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to focus on 3 right now. This is the body paragraph where you put in your counter argument. So I'm going to be annotating this for you guys today. So hold on one second. Okay. Why won't it let me? Okay, it won't let me. So I am going to, oh goodness, have to do it this way. Okay. So body paragraph 3 is where we have our counterclaim and our rebuttal. Okay. So when we introduce body paragraph 3, it is our third reason. We then provide evidence from views on zoos, or if your class worked on the performance assessment, you may use that as well. You may use the slide that shows you how to incorporate evidence to help you out. You then have to connect your ideas and provide an explanation after you provide your evidence, which is called commentary. This is not new. This is something you've done in body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. The biggest thing different about body paragraph 3 is you introduce a counter argument and rebuttal. This should not be more than 1 to 2 sentences. It should not be the entire paragraph. You recognize the other side without agreeing with it, okay? You want to think, okay, here's why you think differently, but here's why my argument is still right and stronger. So then you do the counter argument. It mentions why others disagree with you. And then your rebuttal tells why your argument is stronger, why it's better. And then you add concluding thoughts. If you feel like your concluding thoughts are mentioned in your rebuttal, they can be combined. If you want to say one more concluding sentence, that's fine as well. So here's an example for you. Say your claim is animals should not be in zoos. Your counter argument would then be animals should be in zoos. You mention it, you never agree with it. Here is an example below. Some people think that animals should be in zoos because. So some people think that shows that you do not agree. Okay, that could be stated in other ways as well. You could say others disagree because, or whatever you feel necessary to mention it's the other side, but not agree with it. So people may think that animals should be in zoos because you're able to research animals. You don't want to end in that note because you want to tell them why their argument is still incorrect. So you use a sentence starter such as the word however. okay? Even though is another good example. So, however, animals in zoos are not being researched in their authentic environment, making the research inaccurate. So you mentioned why other people think differently, and then you mentioned why they're still wrong. If you have any questions about that, you can email me. You can come to my Zoom tomorrow or Thursday at 2 to 3 to help you out, okay? This is very important. It's a part of your grade. Then we talked about conclusions. Conclusions are probably one of the easiest things that you can do. Okay, we use the XYZ method to close it out. We re-explain our thesis in a new way. We talk about why our topic matters, and we leave a zinger. Okay, so for example, say in my conclusion paragraph, I'll make the font a little bit better, I use a thesis as follows. Animals should be in zoos because they are well fed. Animals can be researched, and animals can be saved from extinction. So say that this right here, highlighted in yellow, is my original thesis. Found in the introduction. Okay? In blue, I'm going to show you how I'm going to change it just a little bit in order to be restated. I cannot use the same reasons and be repetitive. So I can use the same sentence starter. So animals should be in zoos. So instead of saying well fed, I'm going to say because they have unlimited access to food. I'm still using the same reason, I'm just saying it a different way. For can be researched, you can be like, it can be studied, and saved from extinction, and protected from dying out. Okay, so I'm rephrasing it a different way. I still match the same reasons. I'm just saying it in a way that's new and fresh. Okay, so that's my original thesis. This is my same thesis, just stated differently in my conclusion. I then have to talk about why it matters. So this matters because ... and then zinger. A zinger that leaves the readers wanting more. This can be a call to action. What should people do about zoos? This could be a provoking question, but it needs to match the topic. Okay, these are the two that I suggest you do. Again, if you have any questions about that, let me know. Okay, so that is for core. That's second hour, fourth hour, seventh hour. You're in first hour, I'm starting my stuff right now. So if you're in first hour, I'm starting my stuff. Let me delete this. I don't want to show that on your slides. So first hour, you're a lot different, okay? You're a lot different at this point. You guys are finished with your paper. Your paper is due today, which is the 17th of February by midnight. Now we're moving on to the presentation piece, okay? So that is what you guys have worked on today. Now, for your passion project, I moved the writing assignment here. So turn your writing in piece here under week 24 module today by midnight, okay? We spent the entire class working on our presentation piece. So your presentation directions are in last week's module under the presentation piece of the passion project. That's the slides, the video, the artwork, whatever you wanted to do that we'll be putting in our class website. We worked on our project today. Let's talk about due dates. Today the paper is due. Monday your project piece is due. However, most of your projects should be done by Friday because on Friday you will be doing peer edits. Here are your groups for your peer edit groups. You guys will go into breakout rooms together. They are under 217 breakout room groups. So that's the groups you're going to on Friday. This, my loves, is a grade in the grade book. You will go here on Friday and get your peer response forms to fill out, okay? It is important that a majority of your project is done so that other people can edit and comment on that on Friday. So Friday's class is still as normal, okay? It's a 30-minute session. If you have questions, this was a lot of information. You got to email me and let me know. If you need me to meet with you one-on-one, I am available. Have a great day.